Let's take a look at some of our mechanical settings, shall we? What I'd like to do is go to the Systems tab. Now notice we have HVAC, mechanical, plumbing and piping, electrical. We can set our settings up completely in our templates with just these little buttons. So I'm going to click on the HVAC one first. And all this does is opens the same dialog. So for example, if I want to come in, I'm going to select hidden line. I'm going to start here. Now, whenever we have something in plan and it's obscured by another item, this is what controls how the hidden lines work. My line style, the MEP hidden, is actually a little bit light. We can select hidden lines, which is a little bit heavier, and it's that green line type. 0.5 millimeters is pretty small for our gaps, but I like it. It seems to work. Draw MEP hidden lines, we could actually even turn that off if you don't want to see them. I don't like doing that. I'm going to go down to duct settings. Now, this is how we control the view of our ducts. Use annotation scale for single line fittings. Yeah, I generally never show my duct at single line, but I want to show those scales. The duct fitting annotation size, now we can bump that down to 2.5 millimeters if we want, because that's the size of our text. Air density, now we can start to go into some of our mechanical engineering numbers. Rectangular duct size separator, an X works for me. I like to keep my round duct diameter. We don't need any prefixes or suffixes here. Now my duct size drop annotation size, I like 3 mil, that's fine. And I like to keep my abbreviations the way they are. And of course all of our angles, we can come in through here and we can select all of these items. This takes a lot of setup. I'm just kind of going through quick. Pipe settings, my pipe size suffix, I get rid of that because I've never seen a square pipe before. Pipe fitting annotation size, I like to type in 2.5 millimeters. That's our text size. And the same thing with our angles, conversions, segments and sizes, fluids, slopes, and of course our calcs. So I'm going to click OK. That's a quick run through of our mechanical systems. Let's go down to electrical. I'm going to click electrical settings. Hidden lines, same exact thing. General, I like the connector separator of the dash. We can look at our data style. Circuit sequence numbering, I like that. I like all these. Angles doesn't really matter. Wiring. Now show tick marks. My company doesn't show tick marks, so I'm going to hit the drop down and I select never. Wire sizes, here's all of the wire sizes that Revit has. This is basically conduit, correction factors, ground conductors, wiring types. There's only 2 wiring types, but obviously you can add any wiring type you want and just add the properties in there with it. We can add voltage definitions, distribution systems, cable tray settings, the whole 9 yards. The rise drop for cable tray. We can click on the builder button and select any rise drop we want. Close out of here. Same for conduit. Conduit size suffix, I like to keep the diameter here. Rise drop is the same thing. Conduit sizes, load calcs, and our panel schedules. We can have spare labels. We can put anything we want here. Space labels, include spares and panel totals. I like to keep that checked on. And I don't merge multi-poled circuits into a single cell. I'm going to click OK. And that is a run through of our mechanical settings.